Hi everyone. So, confession time. I haven't been uploading for a good while for my own reasons. I either kept forgetting things or didn't have preparations in place. Or my last video got entirely deleted, which I put shorts up, which I don't know if you saw. But one of me examining the old girls, my original hive, and I got a new hive, which I'm going to introduce you guys to. And I've also got to change them up to put them from this hive into this nuke because they're a bit weak and they haven't built their numbers ready for winter. So that's going to happen. I've also got to change to put them on stands. I've got a couple of pallets which I'm going to use. I'm going to put the same with this so I can ratchet strap them down together, and I know they'll be fine in case of windy conditions. So, get to it. First of all, we've got to let the girls know and come in. The smoke. So what I've missed with this one, which is the video I done last week, was I put a super on. And a super is basically where the bees will store the honey for myself, which I can harvest when the time is right. So if you see, they got this box here, that's called a brood box. So that's where the queen stays. She lays her eggs. The bees take care of the eggs, they feed them, turn to larvae, turn to baby bees, which then turn into nurse bees, which turn into workers and foragers. And up here you've got another box which is slightly smaller. It's called a super. So it's got a consistent number of frames, same as the brood box, which I forgot my hive tool, 1 second. So yeah, super gets all the honey, got a consistent number of frames, same as the brood box, which the bees build then. They build their foundation, they store all the honey in there, and then when it's ready, I will harvest said honey. So I'll show you what was inside the brood box. Put that there. So I've been feeding them sugar syrup for the last few weeks. And these are not evenly spaced, which annoys me. It's my own fault though. So, gotta pull this off. So as you can see, same kind of foundation they build up. Give them a shake off there so you can see it's all building up there. They're starting to store nectar inside this one. This one's been untouched. So you can see that hasn't even been touched yet, barely. These middle ones, let's get this one out and show you what all the girls' handiwork. So I don't know if you can see all the glistening inside of each cell here, each little hexagon. But there's lots and lots of honey, nectar in them. And when the time's right, they will cap the honey. So you can see they started here. Oop, okay, sorry girls, can I have a look? So you can see they've started capping the honey. And when it's capped, it means it's ready for consumption. So they'll eat it, or I'll take it, either one, whichever happens first. Just space these evenly. I gotta buy some spacers over the weekend, or over the weekend, next week, so that I can space these evenly, because otherwise they'll start either building wild comb, or propolis is an issue, which is their sticky glue. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'll try a different frame now, is it? Oh, sorry. So yeah, that one again, full of nectar and on the verge of being capped. Lots and lots of work. As you can see, there's no eggs, there's no pollen, because I've got a queen excluder on, which means the queen can't get up to the super, which I'll show you in a moment. So what I'll do is got to separate the super from the brood box. And put it inside the lid. So you gotta put it inside the lid like this to avoid robbers, so wasps or other critters that want to get in the hive and steal everything. So, queen excluder. What is a queen excluder? Does what it says on the tin basically. Put this on top of the brood box, or however many boxes you want to seal off from the queen. You see these little edges here. The queen is too big to fit through them, but the workers are not. So the queen will not be able to get in. Only the bees, only the workers. And they can carry on in making their honey supers full of honey. Just honey. Right. Get out the way, please, girls. So, another thing you missed last week, which my fault obviously, is this frame looks different colour to the frames beside it. That's called checkering I've done. So I put an empty frame, completely just foundation, nothing on it, nothing built on it, in between loads of frames that are built. And what the bees don't like is an empty space, so they'll fill that about 5 or 6 times faster than they would them building out all the way. So I'm going to check on that this week again. Did do it last week, but like I said, you missed it because of myself. So let's go through this hive, see if we can see the queen, and see what's going on. So this is the hive on the edge. This is the very last one. Oh, look at that. That's all capped honey, that is, or stores as beekeepers call it, called stores. They're on the verge of capping that entirely, that one side. So I put that off to the side there, so I've got a bit of room. Excuse me, girls. If I could just get in. You see these lot here? What are they doing? Exchanging honey, they were. Don't know if I got that on film, I didn't see. Whoa, lots of capped honey. A bit of brood on there as well. That is nearly entirely covered in honey. They say when a frame is 75% capped honey, it is ready to harvest. But I'm going to leave that, not harvest that one, because that is in the brood box, and they can keep that for their food during the winter. I only harvest what is in the super. I don't want to accidentally hurt any brood or eggs. I don't want any of that in my honey. We don't eat the bees, we just eat what they make. Lots of bees on there. No queen as of yet. I think I can see some larvae. I can give them a shake. I don't hurt the bees when I do that. All I do is just shake them off. It does slightly agitate them. But with my job, I need to see if they have eggs, if they have larvae. Which they do. Some beautiful eggs in there and larvae. So eggs are about a fraction of a grain of rice, which is why they're so hard to see. And they look like a really, really tiny piece of rice. And there's one goes in each cell. So all capped brood there. All capped. A little bit of honey on the side as well. Ready for the bees to come out and have a nice little dinner or breakfast, whichever time of day it is. Marvellous. No queen yet. No problem if you don't find her, because I've seen eggs, which I know she's laying, so I know she's there and healthy. A little smoke, send them down so I don't hurt anyone. All capped brood. Oh, there's our queen. Right there. Beautiful and blue. See the size of their abdomen is very different to the rest of the bees. Marvellous. Where did she go? I need her to be in the middle of the frame so I don't accidentally squish her. I'll put this frame back very, very gently. Very, very gently. Okay, so I'm going to leave her there. Right, so I'm happy with she's in there. I've seen eggs, seen larvae, I know she's healthy, I know she's going. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check the edge ones. Well, I'll give a quick check on all of them and we'll see where we are from there. Okay, so all happy with that. So, now, put them back together. Queen excluder goes back on after a clean first, 1 second. So, queen excluder on after a quick clean. Then the super, which is nice and heavy, which is good. Means the bees are doing their job. So then all you got is a brood box, queen excluder, and a super. Happy days. And then obviously the crown board goes on with the feeder, which is I put the sugar syrup in, and then the roof. So feeder's on with the crown board, on top of the crown board. I put a little bit of sugar syrup in, it's not milk, I don't Scott. A little bit of sugar syrup in so they can build out them combs nice and neatly, well, a lot quicker. I'm supposed to have an eek, which separates the crown board from the roof, so the feeder doesn't, so you see it wobble slightly, but that's okay, no one can get in or out. And yeah, that is a complete hive. So, glad you enjoyed my video for the super. Next, I'm going to do the new hive in a separate video, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put them in a nuke and see how that goes. So, I don't know if you can see them and hear them. What I've done is move that back onto the pallet so I can strap it down, get it ready for winter so it doesn't go anywhere. And they did not like that. So you can see thousands of them in the air, all over the netting. You see they're bundling up here. This is where the entrance used to be. And it's about a foot back now. And what you can see is these little girls here holding their bums up and opening up a special gland on their abdomen where their bum is. Telling all these girls here, saying, I'm over here. This is where we've moved. This is where you're supposed to be coming. This is where the hive is, and that's what they're doing. So that's how the bees find each other after anything happens to the hive. So I thought I'd show you guys that. Marvellous. So, nice successful trip. Got these bees moved over, brought my glove. Got these bees moved onto a pallet, strapped up, ready to go, and they're super, which is in one video. And then I got these bees moved into a nuke, so they'll be nice and fighting fit, well, better for them when it comes to the winter days. So nice and smaller, there's a lot less room to warm up for them. And they're on a pallet as well, all nice and sealed, so they don't blow over anywhere. Yeah, I will hopefully see you guys next week, and I won't have so much gaps between my videos. Plenty of shorts to come though, and plenty of education to be had.